We live in a world obsessed with happiness. Every book, every quote, every influencer whispers the same promise. Be happy, stay positive, chase your dreams. But have you noticed? The more we try to be happy, the less happy we feel. The more we chase joy, the faster it slips through our fingers like trying to hold water in your hands. Happiness has become the new religion. We worship it. We pray to it through social media, through self-help, through consumption. We tell ourselves that happiness is the ultimate goal, that life without it is meaningless. But maybe it's the opposite. Maybe meaning doesn't come from happiness. Maybe happiness comes from meaning. We've built an entire culture around the pursuit of pleasure, a psychological treadmill that never stops. We chase new experiences, new people, new versions of ourselves. And yet, the faster we run toward happiness, the more miserable we become. Because chasing happiness is like chasing the horizon. It moves every time you take a step. Think about it. Every advertisement whispers the same story, that happiness is one purchase away. A new car, a new phone, vacation on an island where everyone smiles. A promise that if you just have this, then you'll finally feel complete. But when you get it, that feeling fades. You feel the rush, the dopamine, the excitement, but it doesn't last. Within days, your brain resets. The void returns. This is what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. No matter how much you achieve, no matter how much pleasure you feel, your brain adapts. It normalizes everything. That's why billionaires still feel empty. Why the beautiful still feel inadequate. Why the successful still crave more. 'Cause the chase itself becomes an addiction, a drug that feeds its own hunger. Every moment of pleasure deepens the void it tried to fill. We keep telling ourselves, once I get there, I'll be happy. But there keeps moving. It's always the next milestone, the next relationship, the next like, the next version of you that you think will finally be enough. But the truth is brutal. Happiness cannot be owned. It's not a product, a status, or an achievement. It's a moment, fragile, temporary, alive only when you stop clinging to it. Social media made this worse. Every scroll is a mirror that whispers, you're not there yet. You see someone's perfect morning routine, their perfect partner, their perfect skin, and your brain starts measuring your worth against their highlight reel. It's no longer enough to live. We have to perform happiness. We have to prove we're fulfilled, even when we're falling apart. You post a photo, smiling, and deep inside, you wonder, why don't I actually feel the way I look in that picture? You laugh at a joke online, but the silence afterward feels heavy. Because when you start performing joy for validation, you lose the ability to feel it for real. The more you try to prove you're happy, the more you remind yourself that you're not. That's the paradox of modern joy. We've turned happiness into a brand and sadness into a flaw to be fixed. But maybe sadness isn't something to fix. Maybe it's something to feel. Here's the truth we rarely want to hear. Happiness is not the absence of pain. It's not endless positivity. It's the ability to hold both joy and sorrow in the same breath and still find meaning in being alive. When you stop trying to feel good all the time, you begin to feel real. When you stop chasing a life that looks perfect, you begin to live a life that is authentic. The moments that change us the most aren't the moments we feel good, the moments we feel deeply. Think about the last time you truly felt alive. Maybe it was heartbreak. Maybe it was grief. Maybe it was standing at the edge of something uncertain and realizing how fragile everything is. That trembling, that raw vulnerability. It's life reminding you that you're here. Philosopher Viktor Frankl survived the concentration camps of World War II. He lost his family, his freedom, his future, but he discovered something extraordinary. He wrote, happiness cannot be pursued, it must ensue. Meaning, not pleasure, is what sustains us. You can live without happiness, but you cannot live without meaning. Nietzsche once said, to live is to suffer, and to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. That's not a pessimistic view. It's liberation, okay? It means you no longer have to chase happiness. You just have to live truthfully. Because when you stop running from pain, you stop running from life itself. The paradox of happiness is that joy grows not in the sunlight of constant pleasure, but in the shadows of struggle, acceptance, and truth. You cannot force happiness any more than you can command the rain to fall. But you can make space for it, can allow it to visit you. You can stop demanding that life feels a certain way and start embracing it for what it already is. Imperfect, unpredictable, alive. When you stop asking, how can I be happy? Start asking, can I be present? Everything shifts, because presence is the root of joy. When you are fully here, not trapped in yesterday or chasing tomorrow, you realize that contentment is something to find. It's something that was always waiting under the noise. So maybe the question isn't, how can I be happy? Maybe the real question is, can I live fully, even when I'm not? Happiness isn't hiding in the next goal, the next success, or the next person who validates you. It's in the silence after the chase. It's in the moment you stop measuring your worth by how happy you should be, and simply allow yourself to be. Because true happiness doesn't scream. It whispers in stillness, in gratitude, in moments too small to post online. It lives in the quiet awe of watching sunlight spill through your window, in the peace that follows forgiveness, in the warmth of knowing that even in your brokenness, you still matter. And when you finally stop chasing happiness, you'll realize it was never running away. It was waiting for you to stop, to breathe, to exist, to remember that being human was always enough.